Hey, this is Chordsy. This episode's gonna be slightly longer than normal because we did an optional area and ended up just yapping the whole time while we were doing it. If this is your type of thing, I hope you enjoy, and if not, we'll be back to the normal Everhood gameplay next time. Also, 99% of you aren't subscribed, so if you want to hit that subscribe button right there, that nice little subscribe button, and maybe hit that bell while you're there too, we'd really appreciate it. But yeah, let's get into it. Hi there, buddy. You fucked that guy up. Great, good luck. Anyways, I was gonna say, during the time I was like grinding TFT ranked, they did like a mid-season patch that made one build super optimal, and then that's just what everyone built from then on. It took all the fun out of it. There's no point if you can't do fun stuff.
This is gonna sound like some hyper exaggerated made up bullshit. I swear to you, on my love for my girl, that this is real, right?
Whoa.
Yeah. I was playing League, and of course it's in League, but come on, man. There's people like this in every community. But I was playing League, and the game wasn't fun, and so we started a surrender vote. I started a surrender vote, and it didn't go through all the way. A couple people said yes from everyone. So one of the people said, this is definitely winnable. I don't know why you're surrendering or whatever. And I just kind of, again, I wasn't really having fun. It probably was winnable, but I just don't see it as worth the time if I'm not enjoying myself. So I said, I said, the game, I'm just not having fun, right? And I was like, it's not really worth the win if it's not fun. And he says the words to me. He says, I'm trying to catch you a win, and all you care about is having fun. And then I said,
lest we forget, the reason that we play video games is to win, not to have fun.
Shut up. That's stupid. Shut up.
Well, okay. So here's the thing, right? If you want to delve deeper into this, by the way, for some people, winning is how they have fun. If the thing is,
I do think that.
To some people, winning is everything. Winning is what is fun. So even if they're having fun, if they're losing, they're like, that wasn't fun.
Right.
Or
if the whole game was miserable, if they win, they're like, yeah! Oh, God, that was such a good game.
Yes, exactly. They're like, ooh, man, they really made me work for it, but I'm glad we won it, and everyone else is like, I hate this game. Yeah.
Yeah. But, and I'm like, well, first of all, what that line I told you is burned into my brain forever. But secondly, I replied to that, and I literally said the words, that's what the game is for, ? Having fun, ?
Well, okay, so here's the thing, right? I am a very competitive person by nature. Every game I play, I get really into the competitive side of it. For me, winning is half the fun. So if I'm having fun and I lose, I'm still bummed. But if I'm having fun and I win, I'm happy.
Yes.
If I'm not having fun and I win, I'm like, well, at least we won.
No. I was about to say, because last night we were playing Rivals and we were on a winning streak, and you didn't sound like it at all. You were not having fun in any of those games.
Well, yeah, because if I win and I'm not having fun, then it's just fuck,
exactly.
At least I won.
Yeah. But, after I said that to him, oh, that's what games are for? Having fun? He says, no, ? As if, I'm, the insane one. I'm crazy for having that thought.
Okay, if you're doing ranked, that's less about fun and more about winning, usually. If you're
Right.
doing quick play, that is the mode for fun.
But, yes, but also, I'll say this right now, I never play ranked in League. Ever. I will never touch ranked in League.
Until I drag you into it whatever game we play.
I can promise you I will not. I'll play ranked Marvel Rivals, I will not touch ranked League.
Because for me, the whole mentality with me, with a ranked game, is specifically MOBAs. The same thing with Overwatch, right? I said half the fun is winning. Let me say this in a different way. Half the fun for me is seeing myself improve and seeing that I can rank higher. That is the fun for me. I
know you don't play them, but fighting games is just I love.
Well, no, here's the thing. I have played them. I just don't think my brain is wired for fighting games. Genuinely.
That's fair. They're really hard to get into.
Note to self, you're wasting your time. You have not forgotten anything at the end of this corridor. I'm serious. This corridor is so very long. You wrote the sign because you forgot what was at the end. It was not worth it. Remember that every sign has a story behind it.
Man, fuck all that shit.
Honestly, I'd say just keep this in, and if it drags on too long, we can make this a bonus episode. Anyway.
It's a little extra long just for you.
You, the viewer, get the chance to sit here and watch paint dry. Anyway, so that's why in Season 2.5 of Marvel Rivals, I was grinding up as high as I could. I really wanted to hit GM, I ended Diamond 1.
Oh, you were at the precipice.
I got too busy to keep up the grind, but I was so close. And I might try again this season, honestly.
I'm looking at his hair and hat, by the way, or whatever, and I see like McDonald's French fries now.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm wooding it.
Okay, so the big thing, fighting games are hard to get into, but like I think that one of the biggest reasons that fighting games are like not as popular as they could be is that there's no one to blame, right? I really do think that a lot of people that play competitively or like any kind of PvP type game do not have the ego to like they cannot or they have too much of an ego. They can't handle the idea that 1v1, if they lose, what can they say, right? Though, of course, they can, controller or lag, but like...
Well, that's the thing, right? Because, like, you say that, but, like, people will... You got lucky. Rollback frames, lag. Like, people will find any excuse other than their own, like, skill. And that's the thing. It's just, like, at the end of the day, I think one of the most important things you can do in any competitive game is learn to gracefully take a loss. Because it's just... Nobody in any game has a 100% win rate in anything.
Right.
You have to learn how to lose. Even Magnus Carlsen loses chess games. You gotta learn how to take an L. It is what it is.
I used to be like this, right? Like, unironically, like, I'll put my chips on the table. I was bad. I was actually pretty toxic, right? And one day, I was getting so mad, I was saying shit in chat. I literally started slamming the table. I was playing League, of course. And after that match was over, I just thought to myself, like, man, that's embarrassing that I just acted like that.
Well, that's the thing. League is like a festering illness. Like, when I was playing League, I have never raged harder at a game than playing League.
Yeah. No, that's true.
It feeds into itself. It's like it breeds that kind of toxicity in its player base because the player base is already corroded. So you play with those people, and then they make you, like, a worse person.
Like a self-fulfilling prophecy of
and then by the point that you meet like a fresh, like baby-faced, innocent human being in the game, you're already corroded. So then you make them worse. Yeah.
Not another player, a human being who was not yet corrupted by League's vile touch.
Yeah, human being, not a symbiote. But the thing is, going back to what I was saying earlier, I don't think my brain is built for fighting games. I will sit in like a practice room and I will take a character and I'll go, okay, I'm gonna learn like 3 combos. And I sit there and I practice it for God knows hours, and then I go into a game and my brain just turns off and I'm spamming buttons and I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so the big thing about, at least in my opinion, the big thing about fighting games and learning them is like, if you go online, right, you're going to lose. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care how much you practice. You could know every single move and their frame data.
Well, that's the thing. It's not even just I'm gonna lose. It's that like once I'm faced with the pressure of a player opponent, I completely forget all the mechanics of everything, and I'm just fumbling with the controller. Like, what do I do?
It's really hard to explain. Like, most of fighting games isn't even like learning your unironically, you could never learn a single combo. But if you know game sense, and you know how to read someone, you'll win every time. But like the problem is, fighting games are complicated and they have shit-ass tutorials. and the people that play fighting games play, like, every fighting game, right?
Well, and I mean, like, that's another thing. Like, no fighting game tutorial in any fight, I don't care what fighting game it is, it's never going to prepare you to fight real people. Because real people play way differently than, like, a tutorial AI would. Real people will frame one, like, do 18 inputs, and you're like, shit!
I have a friend who tried to get into fighting games for a while because me and one of my other friends are really into fighting games. We would play all the time, and we're like very evenly matched. And they would watch our matches, like, man, that's really fun. How close it always is, etc., etc. But they can't even do a quarter circle, which is like not even like a diss on them, but like that's like the easiest input in fighting games. But like
I can't do a quarter circle, man.
Right? Like to me, it's like well, this is the easiest fucking thing, down forward. But for some reason, it doesn't compute.
The fighting game that I spent the most time playing ever was while I was growing up. I played Soul Calibur 2. I played the shit out of Soul Calibur 2. And that Soul Calibur...
Soul Calibur is one of the more complicated fighting games, by the way.
But it's a fighting game in it feels a lot different than, like, Guilty Gear. Or, like, you know, like, I don't know, something about that game resonated more with me than a lot of the other fighting games I've tried.
In Soul Calibur and Tekken, they're both very similar. Tekken's a little bit more complicated, in my opinion, but, like... They're more like about like they're less about like command inputs and more about like when you press a button, like your timing. More about your timing of a button and also like where you are in relation to the opponent. Like you have to think if you're going to, because like I don't know if you ever noticed this about Soul Calibur, but you have vertical attacks and horizontal attacks, and your whole deal here is just try to find out where they're going to be and do the right attack, and then land it into like a short and sweet like 4 or 5 hit combo.
When I played Soul Calibur, I played Maxi. That was my go-to character.
Ooh, Maxi's sick. I played Khalik.
I also played Khalik, but my main was Maxi.
But what I was saying about my friend, by the way, who tried to get in, all they ever did was like they would just load up the CPU, like they put the CPU on max level or whatever, and fight the CPU, and that was their training. And like I'm telling you, that is the worst thing you could possibly do to try and get better at a fighting game.
Right.
In terms of fighting against other people, because like 70% of fighting games, in my opinion, is the mind game, right? You're not going to ever land a single hit if they know what you're going to do, or vice versa. So, if you're fighting against a computer, you're not going to learn shit because the computer can't be mind gamed, and it's just you can't do that.
And I think I do like a lot of the more arcade style fighting games. Like when I was mainly a PlayStation gamer, not PC, I played a lot of Injustice and Mortal Kombat. Injustice was pretty good. I liked Injustice. I really liked Mortal Kombat X.
I thought you said Mortal Kombat sex. I'm like, man, I would love some Mortal Kombat sex.
Hey yo. Melina, ooh. Anyway, fighting games, there's something with fighting games don't mesh well with my brain. Like, I can't do it, man.
There is a beta coming out soon, and it's like a non-ending beta. It'll go into the game's release. For 2XKO, which is like the League fighting game. I would love, and like, if not, no big deal, but I really do think...
I will try any game, I will give any game a fair shake, and if I hate it, I'll hate it, but...
If you let me, I'll be like your fucking Roshi, right? Like, but like... I want you to give me like a fair shot at like trying to teach you not like how to play fighting games, but just like the fundamentals of fighting anyone online, right? Because there's some very easy tricks that you would not think are so easy that like if you learn these tricks, you internalize them in your brain, you can at least beat a lot of people who are also just like starting out.
Here's how my experience with most fighting games tends to go for me. I play it because my friends are like, we're playing a fighting game, and I have FOMO, so I want to join. I already have the game usually, because, I don't know, someone gets it for me. It's in my library somewhere. I dig it up out of the garbage. Anyway, I have it somehow. I join them for, like, a custom match. I play against, like, 2 to 3 people, and I'm like, I am way out of my league right now. I am so out of my depth with this shit. In Guilty Gear, I really tried to learn how to play Ramlethal, because that was the character I really liked.
That's unfortunate.
I got pretty decent at her, but I just can't. My brain just doesn't remember how to play fighting. If I stop playing for a day, I go back to no skill.
Right. I think what you need is someone you can practice with who will also like take it slow when you're like they're not just gonna go hard all in on you, like all in.
Right. But that's the thing, right? There's only so much that can help you with. You kind of have to get your ass kicked to get better too.
You do, no, you definitely do. But like, at least to get fundamentals in your brain, someone to help you. Like, I was really bad at Tekken 7 and Tekken in general, but I really wanted to play Leo in Tekken because I really thought they looked super sick. I went on Reddit and basically just like, hey, does anyone know Leo and like would mind just like helping me learn this game? And some guy actually added me on PS4, and we hopped into like a party chat for like a couple hours, and he just fucking tutored me on Leo for a couple hours, and then I kept practicing, and now I'm actually pretty good with Leo. But I really don't like talking too highly of myself, but like I really do think I'm above average at fighting games, right? Like I could show you clips of me going to like, not going physically, it's online, but me in like a bunch of tournaments where I do pretty well. I've placed in semifinals and grand finals of a few tournaments, like quite a few times actually. Wow. I was in the red ranks in Tekken.
The only games I could see myself competing on a professional competitive level like that would be like MOBAs, probably. And like,
that's unfortunate.
If I had the time and the lack of responsibilities, I would honestly just sit here and play like Marvel Rivals 24/7 and just grind it. But I don't have the time nor the lack of responsibilities.
I don't know if I could play Marvel Rivals that much.
I really do want to at least one day be in a tournament for one of the games that I like am passionate about.
Is there an end to this corridor? Do I like turn around?
Oh yeah. No, there's an end. There's an end.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. This episode doesn't end until I get to the end of this goddamn corridor. I actually think this talk has been pretty insightful.
I think you're pretty good.
You can agree now. Okay. One more thing about the League fighting game coming out soon is that inputs, the inputs are more like Smash Brothers style, right? Where your supers are like a direction and a super button. So that'll probably help a lot.
I would probably enjoy it more if it's more of an arcade style.
In 2XKO, there's the groove, or not groove, there's the fuse system, but like that's very, very simple to understand, and it's just something you choose at the start. There is inputs. If you do the motion inputs, you have just a bit more increased damage, but like you don't have to. But there's no like underlying deep like mechanical mechanics that you need to know yet. The game's still not done. It's in beta, or it's going to be in beta starting September 9th. It's also a tag team fighter, so it might be a little bit daunting because you have to learn 2 characters, kind of. But
that's like if you ever played like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom and you had to learn 3 people, it's not that daunting. I've only ever gotten the chance to play that game at a family member's house. I never had it myself, but they had it and I loved it.
There's a fighting game that I can't seem to get into, no matter how much I want to and how much I love fighting games. I don't know what it is, but Skullgirls blows my brain to bits. Every time I've tried to learn Skullgirls, it does not internalize. That game beats my ass.
I really like Big Band.
So let me tell you about this. Hold on. So you might already know this. I'm not sure. Big Band has like a super, right? Where when you do the super, you can play the trumpet, and like it'll actually play a different note depending on your input. So I can tell you something. This needs like context. So in a tag team fighter, if you manage to get the enemy player's like entire team on screen at the same time and you're wailing on all 3 of them, you'll be hurting all 3 of them at the same time, right?
Okay.
That's called a happy birthday, right? We call it a happy birthday. There was a Big Band player at Evo, or I don't know if it was at Evo, but it was at a tournament, and he caught them in Happy Birthday, and for the killing move, he did that super and then played Happy Birthday on the trumpet and then killed them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, the fighting game like community and like moments from it are the best part of fighting games.
My introduction to Big Band was a clip where it was a Big Band player fighting somebody, and he caught him in it, and he went and killed him. And I was like, oh, I love this character. That's great. That's great.
I need to show you. There's a clip. I'm gonna ruin it by telling it to you, but like, screw it. I might forget to show it to you. There's a clip of these 2 guys playing another. It's another tournament, and they're playing Tekken 7, and one guy is clearly kicking the other guy's ass, and he gets a phone call. Like his phone starts ringing while they're playing, and he doesn't ignore it, or he doesn't ask to stop to answer the call, because why would you do that in a tournament? No. He quickly grabs the phone to answer it, and he says, "What's up? I'm cooking right now." And, like, everyone in the crowd went insane.
That's pretty good.
And he then went on to, like, while on the phone, win that set. And
oh my god,
brother, that man is made of aura. I have to show you that clip. It's so fucking funny.
Oh my god. There's another really good clip I saw. I think it was Marvel vs. Capcom. The Spider-Man has a move where he slings someone around. He goes, "See ya later," and this was at a tournament. And every time he did it, the entire audience was just like, "See ya later," and he just kept doing it. And the audience just kept saying, I was like, man, the guy getting slung around has to be fuming right now.
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know why I feel this way. Maybe I'm thinking too highly of myself, but I feel like if I was in that situation, I couldn't help but laugh.
Yeah, I suppose so. Also, like, it's really awkward watching fighting game tournaments when, like, the person who loses gets really mad. I feel so... I get secondhand embarrassment from that shit.
Smash tournaments are the worst for that.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up. There's a specific clip where a guy, like, slams his controller down and, like, oh, man.
I was about to say, so many... I'm saluting right now for every GameCube controller. You see these tallies on the wall? That's half of the number of GameCube controllers.
Yeah, that's how many of... Yeah, that is less than 1% of all the GameCube controllers that have been smashed. You are not even close to halfway of this corridor. I know sometimes it feels important to look everywhere. This is not a trick. This is a reminder not to make the stupid mistake again. You will have to walk so very long. There is nothing of importance at the end of this corridor. There's just madness.
There's no fucking shot.
Yeah, I will try to XKO. I can only promise to try it. I cannot promise to, like...
Listen, fighting games, I've tried to get people into fighting games many times, and I know that it is mostly a doomed endeavor. That is fine, but...
Yeah.
Maybe you'll like it, who knows? And you already have, like,
maybe I'll...
Oh, dude, Echo is so fun in that game. So fucking fun. Oh my god.
Maybe I'll hate it, actually.
I wouldn't recommend starting with Echo, though. He's not quite complicated, but he's a little... mechanically complex because, you know, the time thing.
I already know who I would start with. One of my mains in League, Alawi. I'd probably go for like Alawi and...
at the beginning of this... So the beta comes out September 9th. Not everyone can get into the beta, but they're letting anyone who was in the alpha test in right away. And I was in the alpha test, so I can get in. And they're going to give people who are in the alpha test... or anyone who gets into the beta, which one I'll be one of them, gets like a pass to give to their friend, right? So I'll give you a pass.
Okay. Also, man, that's gonna be... I don't know how well online play is gonna be, because that's gonna be after I move, and my internet situation is, like, up in the air right now, so we'll see how that goes, but...
But rollback netcode is very good. Right, that's why everyone wants rollback netcode. It's like, it's black magic. Dude, okay, I have a friend who really likes fighting games, and we play semi-often, right? And I'm telling you, it feels like we're playing right next to each other, and he lives in Switzerland. You'll most likely be fine.
That's insane. I'm just spoiled now because I've been on Ethernet for like a year. I was on Wi-Fi my entire life before that, so I mean, it'll be an adjustment again until I can get Ethernet back, but it should be fine.
I'm very spoiled right now too, because like, not in terms of Ethernet, but like for the longest time, right? Ever since I've had access to the internet as a teenager in high school, I've known download speeds of like, and I don't mean like megabits, I mean like when I'm downloading a game from Steam, right? At most, when I'm downloading a game from Steam, it would be like 5 megabytes per second, maybe up to 6 or 7, right?
Oh god, my download speeds are gonna tank, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, I just thought about it.
Oh my god,
Right.
I'm used to like 200 megabytes a second right now. Oh man.
Kind of about saying, I get up to 100 megabytes per second, but here you are just dropping double that shit right on
The fastest my downloads have been, I think it was when I downloaded Baldur's Gate. It went up to 850 megabytes a second.
Holy, what is it? Do you have 1,000 gig internet?
I have, well, I don't know. I have like a, I don't know. I have a really good Ethernet cable and I have Xfinity. So I don't know, shrug. Hold on, let me put on my best like podcast voice. This episode is sponsored by Spectrum. Get Spectrum Wi-Fi for inconsistent speeds.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, okay, and that's the thing. I have Spectrum, and my download speed is really good. Like, it's really good. The problem isn't even the speed. The problem is its, like, ability to stay on.
Yeah, well, I mean, Xfinity has its own issues, but I think it's not as bad as Spectrum, probably.
I will give Spectrum the benefit of the doubt. When that guy came out and looked at our router, even though it was working again, like, he had no reason to investigate it further, right? He's like, well, it looks like it's working again. I don't need to fix anything. Like, he, like, went around and looked around our house anyway, and I don't know what this means. I'm not, like, a tech guy or a hardware guy, whatever. He said our splits were old and, like, not very good. I don't know what that meant, but whatever that was, outside our splits were not very good. So he replaced them with new splits for free, and ever since then, we haven't gone down a single time. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's...
Now, I'm not a tech guy, so I'm probably very wrong on this. I assume that means there's a wire that is being split to, like, go to multiple points that needs to connect to, and the splitter that's splitting the wires is old and crusty. That is my best guess. I'd like to say I'm learned. I took, like, intro to computer science, and that's it. So I'm not really that learned.
You know, he still runs like he has one arm.
He still runs like a chicken.
He still has, like, a flapping sleeve back there. We're not even wearing this goddamn cloak.
Is that... I always assumed that was, like, the end of a bandana.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that is. I thought it was like a flapping.
Sorry, let me rephrase. I didn't assume that. The game shows you that. Anyway,
okay, man.
You don't pay attention.
Well, this is going to make editing very easy.
Whose idea do you think it was, by the way, to make this entire section like wine purple and blue?
I don't know, but it has been eating away at my eyes for a while, and like with the red tallies in the back, at least I think they're red. That's what I'm saying. My eyes are losing it right now.
You don't really need to look while you're doing this. It's not like you need to know where you're going.
Yeah, but I might miss a sign. I could have missed that sign that said, "Hey, you're not even halfway fucking done."
You're gonna see a sign in a second, and it's gonna be like, "You are 50% done."
God damn it! The episode would end right there, and I would not do this. We would be done. I'm not kidding. If I come across a sign, and it's like, "Hey, man, you're halfway there." Fuck this. I don't care what it is. The end of this corridor could suck my dick, and it wouldn't be good enough.
So what I'm learning is that you do not like walking sims.
No.
I love walking sims, and I love just mindlessly doing shit like that. I will literally do this and like pull up a YouTube video and just do this.
Either you have ADHD or you don't have ADHD, and I know that might seem like an obvious thing to say.
Oh God, no, I think I do. I think I have it bad, man. I think I have it real bad. I'm not diagnosed, but I could, you can just tell. I can just tell.
Did I ever tell you someone told me I look autistic? You know what the fucked up part about that is I am autistic, but like it's not.
It's like some people have a gaydar. You know, that guy had you clocked in.
Well, that reminds me of one time there was this person I was talking to for a little bit. I wasn't really that interested in them because they had some qualities with them I really didn't like, so I did that kind of thing where you don't want to be mean or rude, but like you also don't want to talk to them, so you're like, yep, oh yeah, cool. And then one of our mutual friends shows me that apparently that person is into me, and their reasoning for it was, I just like that kind of autistic man. And I'm like, man, what the fuck does that mean?
Ladies, if you like a guy...
If you like a guy, like and comment.
If your type is, male, hit me up.
This is making me think of... I think, not that I'm saying we should start another thing, but if we didn't start this channel, I don't think a podcast would do too poorly between us two.
I didn't think we could hold a conversation this long without dead air, but here we are.
We are yappers supplying the yap right now. I'm on the quest for the sauce at the moment.
What happens when you get two ADHD-stricken individuals in one room, I suppose?
It explodes.
By the way, the episode we just recorded, the corridor has been going on longer than it. We're not going to record another Everhood tonight.
Our original plan was like 2 to 3 episodes, maybe 4, but like, no. Fuck. This is crazy.
And if you're wondering, when I played this game for the first time, yes, I did do this with zero hesitation. The minute the game told me, hey, there's no reason to do this, I said, is that a challenge? And I locked the fuck in.
You have no idea how fucking efficient I am at wasting my goddamn time.
It was about the journey, not the destination.
I really hope it's about the destination, because I am so bored. I don't want to sit here and talk to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not fucking interesting enough for you? Here I thought you were Yapple. Turns out you're just sauce.
Oh, hey, whoa, okay, hold on. I was just joking. You don't need to be...
Oh, yeah, it doesn't feel so good now, does it? Don't forget about me, Grace. I could have done it. Have you watched Smiling Friends?
I thought about it. I thought about picking...
God damn it, what do you know? I can't reference anything to you, man.
You're a fucking pop culture black hole.
Just sucking the fucking life out of every conversation we have. And then you come back at me with some niche knowledge about fucking fighting games that I don't care about. I don't play them. You play them.
Fuck.
And then you hit me. You don't get my popular references, and then you hit me with Junji Ito references out of nowhere. What are you?
Fucking Schrodinger's reference over here. I don't get nothing.
This is a quick reminder to subscribe. Hit that bell if you're enjoying this.
Holy shit. That's fucking funny. Oh, whatever episode this is, I don't know if it's near the end or not, or in the latter half, but I really hope they make it to this part, because that shit was gold.
I'm sorry, I had to crash out a little bit. It's been a while.
It's really funny, because you're super right, though. Like, I just don't watch things, but like... Oh.
I'm like playing with a mechanical pencil. You don't get another reference, and I just snap it. I just snap it in half. What do you get? What do you understand?
Oh man, this guy doesn't know nothing. I make a Junji Ito reference. You fucking like slow turn at me.
My eye twitches. I'm just like, huh? I like Junji Ito. I like creepy shit. Also,
I love J-horror.
I would stream Smiling Friends to you because it is like exactly your style of humor. I think it is my style of humor. So if it makes me laugh, it'll make you laugh. Half of the humor in that show is just goofy cartoon characters having real dialogue, like real conversations, and I find that so funny. There is nothing that like gets my goat more than goofy ass characters dealing with the most mundane shit. That always makes me laugh. Like,
oh shit!
Like you have like a oh my god! Note to self. Okay, I give up. You're officially a lost cause. Just try to hold on to your sanity. Have a fun trip.
Are you sucking me right now? Oh my god.
No, the opposite actually.
You've surely watched Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah, come on, man. I get your references.
Wait, what the fuck do you take me for, huh? Some kind of pop culture black hole?
A few years ago, I used to be super into like Gravity Fall conspiracy theories and shit. I used to watch the fuck out of those videos.
I've never watched it until like a year or two ago when my girlfriend showed it to me and watched all of it together. We binged it. I mean, she's already seen it before that, but whatever. And like, it's very strange. That show makes me nostalgic for the time it came out, even though I never watched it when it came out. Does that make sense? Like, it gives me just the fucking feel of 2012.
When there was that meme going around, Grunkle Stunkle wins the Funkle Bunkle, I'm convinced that was a fucking Cognito hazard. That shit sucked.
Cognito hazard.
Yeah, that shit was like sleeper agent activation ass meme.
My girlfriend kept quoting it. You would hate to be around her during that time.
It's such a toss-up with me. There's some memes that I will like quote relentlessly, like the Insanity SMP. But then there are also memes. There are also memes that if I hear them, I will like, I will hate it. I will just like put my head in my hands.
It's interesting because like, well, here's why I don't get shit, right? Is because like, I don't really go looking for shit. As in like, I don't go out looking for shit. I don't watch things really. I mean, I watch shows, obviously, sometimes I watch things, but, like, mostly, in my free time, I just hang out with my friends and play games. right? Or like watch a funny video or two. But like apparently
That's
not
fair.
the funny videos that you watch.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, I am the way that you are with my references with anime. There are so many anime that I keep telling myself, I have to watch this. Everyone keeps saying this is great. I have to watch this. And I never do. I have such a huge list of anime I need to watch still.
I'm never gonna forget, and I'll hate you for all eternity. How we were like, okay, well, let's try each other's anime. You know, I'll show you Vash Stampede, and you could show me fucking Dungeon Meshi. And then we watched Vash Stampede, a couple episodes of it. We still haven't continued that.
It was really good. Wait, we didn't finish it?
No, we haven't. Oh god, no.
Oh fuck! We gotta get back to that.
Yeah, but then like every time after that, I was like, all right, Dungeon Meshi. You're like.
I get like 5 times the enjoyment showing somebody something than I do watching something new. If I'm watching something new, I just kind of feel like I have to be locked in. But then when I watch something new solo, that pressure's not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If someone is showing me something, I feel like I have to like treat it with reverence.
No, I don't care if you like what I like or not, dude. Oh no, okay, no. Now you've opened a truck of worms. Okay, listen.
Oh boy, a truck of that's a lot of worms.
I have a friend, and they watch these videos, so they're probably gonna fucking see this part. So, whoops. But, like, I don't care. I just need to vent, man. The idea of something they like having flaws is an incomprehensible thought to them, right? Like, they like what they like with acolyte-level, like, devotion. And it's especially bad when it comes to Pokemon. Because I remember when Pokemon, you know the newest ones and how barely put together they are, right? Scarlet and Violet are like barely functional, right? I mean, maybe they're functional now. I don't know. I remember when those games came out and everyone was posting clips about how not good that game was and how it kept fucking breaking on them and everything was weird and all the funny goofy bugs. They are in such denial that Pokemon could have any flaws that they were like adamantly and like valiantly defending Pokemon and saying like, well, all of those people and they said all of those people are just playing on emulators with like bad settings to make it look bad.
Okay, all right. Well, okay. Here's the thing. There's no game series to my well, I mean, somebody might just like gotcha me on this. I don't think there is any game series where every game is like the gold standard. There's always going to be a game. There's always going to be a game or 2 or 3 in a series that's like, you know, these ones aren't as good. And that's okay.
It's okay to like bad things, and that sounds like a bit, right? Like that sounds like I'm a funny man being like, hey, it's okay to like a bad thing. But like,
let me rephrase this for you. Because that's kind of like a bad faith take. It's okay to like things with flaws, is what you mean to say. Saying bad things just sounds like you're shoving your subjective opinion onto the conversation.
Because like, here's how I see it. A game I really like a lot. I'm not even joking. I'm being completely real with you right now. I thoroughly enjoy regular Sonic 06. I have fun with it. I like that game.
I've never played it, by the way.
Oh, it's so over. It's so over. It's so over.
Do you remember did you ever have the old Sega Genesis plug-and-play game?
Yes. Yeah, I did actually, yeah.
That was my introduction to Sonic the Hedgehog, because it had Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on it. It had also some other games on it that nobody talks about. I never hear anyone talk about these. They're so niche.
Like Echo the Dolphin?
Echo the Dolphin, Alex Kidd, and the Mysterious Kingdom, and the Ooze.
Golden Axe? Oh, the Ooze.
Golden Axe. There was this one game on it too, and it's like, I don't know, but this is a game that I can never find the title of, by the way. I'm sure if I searched up the plug and play, I could find it. It's a game where you're like playing as like samurai warriors and you're fighting in waves, and it's like a top-down 2D game. And oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But I remember it was really fucking hard, and I would play it on accident, or like just because I was bored of Sonic, and I would lose instantly. I'd be like, this sucks. Have you ever played any of the Dragon Quest games?
We talked about this semi-recently. I started the 8th one recently.
Oh, dude. How far in are you? That would be a great series. I might just be biased, though, because Dragon Quest 8 is literally one of my favorite games of all time. I've played the shit out of that game.
I have a problem with the idea of playing a JRPG for a series. Those games are, not just those games, like JRPGs in general, are like 70+ hours long. That would be a long-ass fucking series. And, which is fine in a way, but like...
That's fair. I mean, maybe we should get into streaming, because that would be a good one to stream. I've streamed that before. A really niche game came out in the Dragon Quest vein called Dragon Quest Swords. It is the only one in that like spin-off series. To my knowledge, there has not been a sequel. It was a Wii-only game. It is a rail shooter, but instead of shooting, you swing the Wiimote as your sword.
That sounds awesome.
And it was fucking sick. It's one of the most fun games I have ever played. Period.
Maybe I'll slap that onto my Wii U. Yeah, that sounds fun.
And it's one of those things where, like, to cast spells, you do like patterns with the Wiimote and shit like that. Like,
that's fucking
yeah. And you have to parry attacks by holding the Wiimote so your sword like parries, shit like that.
That's sick.
It's so cool.
That reminds me, like, I know I've mentioned it to you before, but like, I can't stress enough how much you would really enjoy, and plus it's a really good workout. But you would really enjoy Until You Fall in your VR headset. That game is sick as fuck, dude. It's a roguelike, first of all, right? Which is awesome. I love roguelikes. But like, secondly, it's just you have, well, actually, I was gonna say you have a sword in one hand and like a catalyst thing for spells in the other hand. But I forgot that you can have double swords. You can have a sword and catalyst or whatever. I go sword and catalyst, but whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself. But the whole thing is slashing enemies and fucking fighting through shit. It's awesome. And like, and you might think, well, you could just flail the remote to like slash as fast as possible. But they have like a thing for that. If you keep flailing, like if it detects flailing, it will not count as a hit. It'll just like dink. It'll dink right off. You have to slice with like precision and
that's
you
cool.
have to like block precisely where they're gonna like you have to watch them and see where they're swinging it, and you block it like for real. Dude, it's so fun. It's so you're and the reason it's such a good workout is not just because of all that, but like you have to like duck and shit and like back up and stuff because there are some attacks that can only be ducked under or like back away from.
I fucking love roguelikes. You know that image where it's like, oh man, their cake is so much better than mine, and then somebody's like, wow, 2 cakes. That's me with roguelikes. Any game that I look at and I'm like, it might be fun. If I see roguelike in the tags, I'm like, ooh.
yeah, exactly. I know we just said this like recently, but I would love to play Rabbit and Steel. I love Rabbit and Steel so much.
I'm very bad at it, by the way.
That's fine. I'm starting to get worried that I don't have the sanity for this, man. But my problem is now, if I stop, I don't think we can just continue from here because there's no save point.
Sunk cost fallacy. You've gone too deep.
Oh my god, dude, this is like we're approaching an hour 20 minutes. We still have to record SA2. I should have done this.
You'll probably hate me in Rabbit and Steel, by the way, because I put my favorite class, the one I mostly play, is Druid, and to my knowledge, that's not that great outside of like 4-person comps.
I think Druid is really good when you get like the one that like you start building into the power-ups that like make your butterfly and like your circle last longer, and almost long enough to have a second butterfly on the screen sometimes and shit. Like that's
my favorite one is like you can spam butterfly and make it do a bunch of effects. That's the build I like doing.
What I play is Spellblade.
Man, I do not remember this corridor being this long.
I am so close. I'm at my rope's end, and I don't want to go on any longer because I would really like us to start SA2 tonight.
I'm going to check something real quick.
You're gonna check like, I mean, how would you even know where I am in relation?
Oh no.
Just say it so we can end this. Just say it. What is it?
Oh no. We're not even halfway.
Next time on Yapplesauce.
Next time on Yapplesauce, more of this.
No, less of this.